The shift of global power to the East is very real. The West had unwisely tried to undermine institutions of global governance.
The United States, you can't exclude the possibility, would actually undermine the United Nations.
The world has shrunk. Effectively, as Kofi Annan said, we now live in a small global village. Now, when you live in a small global village, you need a village council. And the only global village council we have is based on the United Nations.
The United States basically doesn't like the United Nations, and for most of the post-war history, it stood at arm's length from the United Nations.
The West had unwisely tried to undermine institutions of global governance.
The United States, you can't exclude the possibility, would actually undermine the United Nations because it's in New York. It's always had that possibility that it could start denying visas and so on to other countries.
China wants to strengthen the United Nations and the family of UN institutions. Now that's a gift to the West. And if the Europeans were smart, they would accept this gift and tell China, we will come and work with you on your global governance initiative.
Europe doesn't have the political or intellectual capacity to do that. Why? Because ever since 1945, Europe's been with America in the Western Alliance. All major foreign policy decisions have been taken in Washington, D.C. They're not taken in Brussels. They're not taken in Paris or Berlin. They're taken in the US. So for Europe now to think of its own interests independently of the United States, I don't think it's going to happen.
I think the shift of global power to the East is very real. And what the rest of the world should do, therefore, is to find ways and means of engaging all the rising economic powers in this area and to work with them rather than to try and suppress the growth of Asia. I think it's very timely for China to launch a global governance initiative. We need to work together and strengthen institutions of global governance. That's an incredibly positive initiative.
I think China's right to stand in support of the United Nations because it is the only genuinely representative institution in the world. So going forward, it would need to be really effective. It would need major reform.